Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of boys high school basketball. Tonight, the Cardinals hosting crosstown rival Andover Huskies. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro here at the ball game, and Howie, one right in the middle of the Northwest Suburban Conference back.
Yeah, and this is a team that I think is a game that's important for both squads. You know, Andover comes in 7-5. The Coon Rapids Cardinals are 5-6. This is really an important game as they continue to vie for spots in the conference.
And also in this section, but the Huskies hobbled a bit by an injury to one of their top players. Means the guys right behind him are required to pick up a little bit more of their scoring over the past few weeks.
Yeah, and one of those is Mason Heath, averaging 13 points, almost 8 rebounds per game. He has the most experience of anybody on the starting floor for this Andover Husky team. They look to him for leadership. He's going to try and run and get those points from underneath and from the perimeter. Well, the Cardinals defense have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah, this is a Husky team that surprised everybody by making it out of district to the state tournament last year. They return a lot of those leaders. They are looking for them for their run toward the playoffs again this season. On the flip side, the Cardinals come in. They lost almost everybody they had when they lost to Andover in that section semifinal last season. But the guys behind them come in a solid group. And as a matter of fact, the first guy off the bench is going to have a big impact on their scoring tonight.
And that's Shai Sayer, and he comes to almost 10 points a game. You know, not only for his scoring for those 10 points off the bench, but it's for his defensive game as well and his quickness. He's really a good player. I've been very impressed with him coming off the bench. You need that important six man off the bench to provide leadership, to provide scoring, and to provide intensity, and that's what he does.
Both of these teams really looking to make a strong finish as they get into late January and early February. The Cardinals are hosting the Huskies. It's going to be a fun one at the barn tonight. We have tip-off coming up next on CTN.
Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why did the girl ask the mushroom to dance? Because he was a fun guy. What do you call a pig that knows karate? Pork chop. So how does a tissue dance? Put a little boogie on it.
Planning the right amount of food is hard. The Guestimator makes it easy. Just tell it who's coming and what's for dinner. Then it tells you how much to make. And yes, it even plans for leftovers. Try it at SaveTheFood.com.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, just about ready to get this one underway between the Cardinals and the Huskies. Take a look at the starting lineups. Peyton Awney and Matt Brodeur in the backcourt for Andover. Andy Grebner, Mason Heath, and Jake Mallett up front. For the Cardinals, it's Braden and Farley and Sean Smith in the backcourt with Marcel Winston, Marshall Holland, and Elijah McGrath up front.
The Cardinals are going to want to control things. They're going to want to move the ball. They don't want to slow this game down tonight, Joe. That's what Andover would love them to do, is keep the pace. Cardinals are going to put pressure. Cardinals are going to run, and that's their game.
And a lot of pressure on defense. It's tiring to be at the top of the 1-3-1.
Well, Coach Ani said, you know, we don't play a lot of defenses like this, so we have to practice for it.
Heath back up top for Awney. Brodeur stepping to the right. Into the corner for Mallett. Mallett trapped, throws it back up. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Andover arguing a tip. The ref shakes it off.
Coach Ani thinks that was tipped as well. And I couldn't tell. I think it was clean.
Farley on the right side for the Cardinals. First chance on offense. Winston tried to feed it inside to McGrath. That was knocked away, and Awney back across to the other side for Andover. Brodeur into the corner, and now all the way back over to the right side. Grebner back to Awney up top And into the post for Mallet. Quick passing three-pointer for Grebner won't go. Rebound off the backside for Marcel Winston.
Nice job by Winston just using his body to get that rebound. He had a couple of white jerseys there, but he wanted it more.
Sean Smith working with it upside top, tried to get it underneath to McGrath, out of his reach, right into the pocket for Heath. He's fouled. No,
that's his charge.
He called for the foul, for the charge himself. A great step.
It looked like it may have been moving his feet a little bit.
By
The officials,
Sean Smith, but he'll take it.
Officials give him the charge. Easy for us to say. We have the ability to re-watch that.
Be a threat with it. Okay, look, what do we got?
Farley down low for Winston. Backdoor for Smith. Leans around Brodeur to get the shot off. A scramble, and now the foul going to be called against Smith. Trying to reach in against Mallet, who had position.
Sean Smith, again, just a little too aggressive going after that basketball. He's going to get the contact. And he'll pick up his first foul, team first as well. This game has just started. No score.
Ani back to Brodeur into the front court. Bumps Farley, back to Ani up top. Brodeur and Ani play catch again. Ani bumped by Elijah McGrath on defense.
That'll be his first, team second. Defensively, Andover is, we'll talk about it a little more when Coon Rapids is on offense, but they're giving up the least amount of points that they ever have so far in a season under Coach Ani, and that's been about 8 years. He's been pretty pleased with that.
Ani to Grebner, back for Brodeur into the corner. Mallet will bring it back up top. Ani is going to get the second quick foul on Elijah McGrath, and he's going to come out of the game, being replaced by Zach Hussein.
He committed.
Zach Hussein adds a little bit more size. Strong rebounder, long arms.
Well, he was starting early in the season. An opportunity for him to come off the bench.
Very early, a little more than 2 minutes into the contest, but no points on the board for either squad. Grebner, a little head fake. Pumps back to Ani for three. This one's good. And Andover on the board, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, they did a nice job of working ball around the perimeter and finding Ani.
Marcel Winston trying to even the score. It is going to go out off of Andover. At least as Winston looked for the answer.
That went off Heath.
Could not find it. Marcel Winston high on the left side to Marshall Holland. He'll shoot from the wing. That one's short. Rebound tipped by Hussein, controlled by Smith in the corner. Smith will come back up top for Holland, around to the left wing for Winston, who backs away from Grebner. Right side, looking for room, is Holland, the bucket and the foul.
And that's going to be on Heath. That'll be his second. And I really like the way that Holland continued with that effort. Able to get that shot off, draw the contact. You see the bit of a bump. Coach Ani talking to our official about that contact, and it wasn't enough to call an infraction on. Nonetheless, he will be he'll probably take a seat on the bench.
Brad Chastain will be called on to replace him. Holland hits the free throw, and Chastain will replace Heath very early as well.
And it's a good situation for Coon Rapids. You get that leading scorer out of the lineup, put a little more pressure on somebody off the bench, try and contribute points.
Brodeur stepping between the double team, out of the reach of Holland. Pull up is over the backboard. Coming into control, it was Chastain. Ani has it up top. Left side for Mallet, a little pump fake. Gets it back to Ani. Double team comes, dribbles through, left side, Brodeur looking for the baseline. Pass taken away, but unable to stay in bounds was Marcel Winston.
Yeah, again, he knew it, and smile on his face, a good effort to get that ball. But as we take a look at head coach Matt Ani. Getting a little clarification from something, but from our official.
All I know is that free throw does not. Basket counts. Free throw does not count. There's a violation on the shooting.
Oh, I guess there was a violation on that free throw, so it did not count, so it's 3-2.
Lane violation.
Yeah.
That's where you guys are. But I know the free throw does not count.
So it's a 1-point lead for Andover. Brodeur spinning away from Winston. Brodeur trying to get around, back to Grebner, now up top for Mallet. Left side, no room, looking for help. Up top, Brodeur steps in. Back up top, Mallet to Ani now. Ani to the paint, down low, Grebner tried to kick it back out. And batted away by Marshall Holland underneath.
Again, trying to push it out to the perimeter, look for that three-point opportunity, and Holland got a finger on it. Points so far hard to come by here.
Farley, I guess, got a piece of that. Ani has to go up for that one. Brodeur now stepping in. Into the corner for Chasteen. He's tied up, and the possession arrow favors the Coon Rapids Cardinals.
We're going to see it here.
Good defense by Sean Smith.
Into the Huskies, number 30, Colin Hartle.
I don't know if he controlled that enough for a jump ball, but nonetheless, that's what the official called. I mean, neither play didn't really have control of it.
Winston kicks it out. Farley, a little head fake, trying to get to the lane, draws contact. Basket will not count.
Huskies, number 30, Colin Hartle. His first. Huskies, third.
They're going to call that on Colin Hartle. Third team foul, first for him.
Called before the shot. The pass tipped away, controlled by Brodeur into the front court. Backdoor Grebner underneath. Able to put the Huskies in front 5-2.
Yeah, Grebner did a nice job of beating the defense down to the other end, and a nice feed, easy basket. 5-2 lead for the Huskies.
Winston looking for room, left it short. Holland battles for the rebound, back up, won't go. Batted away by Hussein, actually knocked that away from Marshall Holland. It ends up.
They're going to call that foul on Hussein.
Hussein's going to be called for the foul.
That'll be his first, team fourth.
Colin Hartle getting possession underneath and drawing the foul. Holland, a hand in on the pass, turns it up quickly for Hussein on the run, and he walks.
Travels, yeah. You can see it again. Yeah, a little bit too free with the footwork.
Chasteen into the front court, turns his head, gets it to Brodeur. Brodeur's pass was kicked by Hussein. Zach may be an aspiring photographer.
Yeah, he wanted to run our camera today before the game started.
I'm not so sure I can have somebody that tall on cam. It's not going to work for me.
I let him pick it up. I said, please just don't drop it. Then it's my fault.
Feed underneath in the basket for Colin Hartle.
7-2 lead, and again, nice job working the ball underneath. Last couple of baskets have been from inside for the Huskies.
Holland, little fade away, gets the roll.
And they needed that. He has all the points so far early on for Coon Rapids. Almost a steal there.
Nearly had the steal. Possession by Chastain into Grebner in the front court. Double team comes, and he lost it out of bounds. That'll be a turnover to the Cardinals. Good defense by both Smith and Farley.
Good smothering defense for Coon Rapids, and that's what they want to do. I mean, look, Holland coming through with got a finger on that, almost able to take it away, and then you're going to see. Well, we won't see the defense in the.
Pass was a little behind Holland. He lost the handle, recovered by Grebner in the corner. Hands off for Brodeur, back to Chastain, and he'll turn up court. Back to Brodeur, high post is Garcia fresh on the floor. Into the corner, Grebner back to Brodeur. Chastain stepping in underneath, Grebner off the back iron, nearly at his own rebound, and he's fouled. Going to go against Shai Sayers, who also just in off to the bench.
There's where you got the body contact. That's going to be his first, team 5th.
Grebner way up top and chasing it into the backcourt is Chastain. Chased by Sayers across to the top of the key, left side, little head fake for Hartle. Up top, Garcia, Grebner, and now Chastain. Nearly had it stripped, his pass kicked by Marshall Holland.
Well, Holland's hustling on defense again, just able to get in there and disrupt things, but did get the kick on the ball.
Kick back across for Grebner. Chastain. Sayers on him. Right side Garcia. Down low for Hartle. Hartle working with the left hand, getting into the paint. Pivots back. Shot off the mark. Holland tips it to Winston on the run. Great bounce pass by Marcel Winston. And Hussein finishes underneath.
And that was a big bucket. Cuts the lead to 1. And Winston tried that a couple of times, not able to convert that time. Successful.
Wow, great dish at the other end by Chastain, and an easy bucket for Colin Hartle underneath.
Yeah, again, giving up, they're not getting, they don't have the height advantage.
Smith takes it right up to the iron and gets it to go down, a 1-point game. And continuing to be aggressive on defense are the Cardinals. A steal by Holland. He's got the breakaway, and he'll lay it up and in. He wanted to duck it home, but most important, he got it through the cylinder and put the Cardinals on top 10-9.
Yeah, exactly. Not sure if he was able to get that dunk. Good defense there, quick hands.
Batted away out of bounds by Marcel Winston. So what was a very slow start has been kind of fun end-to-end action the last couple of minutes. That one turns into, the contact turns into a assist for Grebner underneath.
I think they gave that to Coon Rapids.
Yes, they did. Hussein finishes at the other end.
Now they gave him another one. I love hometown score, home cooking. Should be 12-11.
Yes, in the Cardinals' favor. You are correct.
No, they're fixing it. All right, they got it.
Pull-up jumper, getting a piece of it was Holland. Smith wants to push the pace. Sayers on the move. How was there no contact?
Yeah, and
Cardinals keep the ball alive, but how was there no contact there? That should be a 2-shot foul. Sayers was on the move, got contact in the air. Cardinals fortunately able to retain possession. Holland spins, jumper is good.
Yeah, nice job, just a little bit of a fade away. Able to get to the bucket. He has 8. 8 of the 14 Coon Rapids points.
Just over 10 minutes into this first half, a 3-point Coon Rapids lead. Andover in possession. Ani across to Chasteen. And finally, Ani into the front court. Tipped away by Holland. He'll be called for the foul as well, as he got caught up there with Colin Hartle.
No, it's just ball out of bounds. No foul, I don't believe.
Number 24, Mason Heath.
Heath and Mount back in for the Huskies.
Winston again with the quick hands to get in the passing lane. He skied for that one. And the Cardinals just very, very active on defense. Ani will start out of the backcourt. Gets his way around Hussein, picked up by Holland. Hussein brings the double team. Brodeur kicks it down low, and now Ani back into the corner. Heath, a three-pointer, won't go. Rebound tipped around out of bounds. It'll be the Cardinals' ball. Shai Sayers into the front court, left side for Winston, and now Zach Hussein. Winston up top, Sean Smith, right side for Sayers. Work the perimeter, now down low to Holland. Working against Mallet, and he's run into with the coverage coming over the top. This one's going to Heath? No, it's going to go against Brodeur. Oh, it looks like Heath is.
No. It's not.
Okay, yeah,
there it is.
They are calling it on Brodeur. It was the coverage coming over the top.
Well, I think he thought he was getting called for the infraction at first. And fortunately for he and his Andover teammates, it wasn't called on him.
Good hands underneath. And a battle back and forth. Smith able to rip it free. Short jumper is good for Marshall Holland.
He has 10. Oh, a nice steal there by Hussein.
Sayers, backdoor Winston to Hussein for the finish. Wow.
We'll see it again. Get a nice feedback from Winston to Hussein.
Hussein started it all with the steal. He gets to finish it as well.
He has 6.
This is great team play so far by the Cardinals, and they have really been owning this game for the last almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, they really have after, what started out as a slow contest. Points hard to come by. You saw Andover early on doing a good job of getting the ball underneath, working that shot inside, and then the Cardinals with what you said, really good defense, Joe, able to get this lead of 7. Do you ever go to YouTube occasionally?
Only when I'm out of town and I've got to check in on Howie Shapiro doing games without me.
Well, it doesn't happen too often, but anybody who wants to see what we do, you can watch us live if you can't make it to the event, but also you can watch, we archive everything, so you can watch any game that we do. You can watch sports nights as well, so, I know it's, people get in line at the library to use the computer so they can watch sports night.
Ani inbounds to Brodeur. They trail by 7, 6.5 remaining first half. Brodeur across midcourt against Smith. Gets it to Heath. Mallet up top. Smith got a hand on it and tipped away out of bounds. Everybody getting hands in there. A very aggressive defense.
crowd warning? Not sure.
I didn't see anybody take a picture, a selfie.
What's that? I don't need a kid in the stands.
I don't know if you got a little hassle from somebody in the stands.
Site manager to the scores table, please. Site manager to the scores table.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. I'm not sure. I just heard something about
It means somebody's
somebody's going to get escorted out, maybe?
Is going to be asked to leave.
I hope it's not me. Oh, Titus Bates, the site manager.
Oh, they're talking about what's going on with the stands. If you see the lowest level of, the stands kind of
buckle,
funkle and buckle and
yeah, I see that. So they're getting the fans up off that first level. I'm not sure if they were having issues with it before.
Well, the gap there was opening and closing as people moved. It's not a stable piece.
Oh, they better repair that. I can see parts of it are missing, and somebody's chewing it. Somebody's been chewing out of it. It looks like somebody took a bite out of it. All right, I think we're gonna get this basketball game back to. Yeah, it's missing a few pieces there.
Missed pass. Winston will take it. Tried to drop it off. Hussein able to recover and score.
Yeah, and that's what Coach O loves, the fact that turnovers lead to points.
And the Cardinals' streak continues. They've scored the last 10. Mallet able to earn himself a couple of free throws underneath. Foul's going to go against Sean Smith.
That'll be his second, team's sixth.
Millette able to hit the first.
Logan Severson checking into the action for Coon Rapids.
Millette able to get the roll and get the second one. Before those two free throws, an 18-4 run for the Cardinals. Great look underneath. Sayers reverses and scores high off the glass. Nice touch underneath. Seen some great team basketball to get open looks. And a good setup to get Heath isolated underneath for the basket.
Yeah, able to find Heath underneath, and that's what he does, and that's what the Cardinals try to prevent.
Holland to Severson down low, and Hussein wanted the bump as well, but he'll score off the glass.
And Zach Hussein's having a nice evening, 10 off the bench.
Well, we said it'd be the first guy off the bench, could have a huge impact in scoring. We were right. We were expecting Sayers to be that guy. He gets his own rebound after being blocked. Tie-up will give possession back to the
a nice look there.
Huskies, but
once he gets it back, he needs to kick it back out. There's just too many jerseys there's too many white jerseys around him to go back. He had Severson up at the top. He needed to distribute it back and set something up.
Chastain pumps and now gets it back across to Ani. Grebner in the front court. Ani gets around Severson. Down low, Millette trying to get through, kicked it to Ani. Chastain to Grebner. Down in the post is Heath. A little fadeaway on the spin is good. Winston for three and a great roll.
Only a 2. His foot was on the line. That was first points of the game for Winston. He's their leading scorer. A little over 14 points a game. Oh, they're going to call Holland for that.
Holland reaching in against.
That'll be his first team 7.
Trying to keep it out of the hands of Mason Heath.
Yeah, there's that shot. The nice bounce for Marcel Winston.
Heath able to hit the first and earn the second. Hits them both. Still a 7-point lead.
Sayers tried to take it hard to the hole. A little defensive pressure, but it's going to go off at Andover.
Inbound to Winston, off the dribble, burnt Grebner, but can't get it to drop. Grebner tracks down the rebound, passes ahead for Ani into the front court. Working against Sayers right side, back up near midcourt for Chastain. He's in a group underneath. Garcia blocked away by Winston. Garcia a second chance. Give him a third try and he'll put it home.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do defensively. You can't let that happen. You can't give him second and third opportunities because you're going to allow a team to get a bucket. Lead is 5 now.
Three-pointer for Sayers is good. He knew it as soon as he let it go.
Yeah, confidence there. Like to see that. Lead up to 8.
Pass tip, but Grebner able to recover. Garcia high on the left side. Here comes the pressure. Ani works into the group. Chastain, little fake to the lane, kicks it out. Grebner pull-up jumper is off the back iron. Garcia, the rebound, takes it back up. That won't go. Tipped around. Controlled by Ani from 12. And he gets the roll.
Coach O not happy with that effort from his men. Again, multiple opportunities for the Huskies. Lead the points.
Hussein backs away from Millette. Along the baseline, Farley in the corner. Up top, Severson. And now Winston looking for room in the paint, kicks it out. Sayers from the right side. This one won't go down. Rebound tip. Foul is going to be called. It's going to go against Shai Sayers.
Yeah, he's reaching. That's his second, team 8th.
His second personal foul. Going to the free throw line to shoot 1-1, number 20, Brady. Bradley Chastain.
Bradley Chastain at the line to shoot a 1-1. Misses the first, it's tipped.
Gotta track
Chastain
that down.
recovers, stripped away by Sayers. Cardinals with the numbers. Fake, and he just threw up a prayer. He got up in the air and got lost. Chastain recovers ahead for Ani. Grebner to the corner, Millette for 3, it's good.
That's a big
and
three.
It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, we're at about 1:20 remaining here.
Winston underneath. Millette got a hand in on the pass, able to rip it free. Grebner to Chastain. He steps in, Looking for some help, in some trouble, lost the handle, recovered by Millette. Grebner on the baseline, tipped away out of bounds by Marcel Winston. Half a tick under 50 seconds. Josh Troll will check in.
Coach O has seen this lead get cut into by 3-3 at this point.
Garcia working his way to the lane and scores on the hook. It's a 1-point game. Hussein right side, Winston. A lot of white jerseys, backs it up top for Logan Severson, left side for Tro. 20 seconds left, Braden Farley to Severson. Cross court, Winston backs out under 15. Down to 10 seconds, a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. First half, want to make sure they don't leave any time on the clock. Winston faking, gets down low and draws the foul before the shot. 1.9.
Not a lot of time to get this shot off. Just the 15th foul on the Huskies. They've been doing a pretty good job in this first half of staying out of foul trouble.
Goes way up top.
Gotta
Troll
shoot.
doesn't have time to drive the lane, and it'll be a 1-point lead for the Cardinals. We'll take a break, get some first half reaction after this. You're watching live high school basketball on CTN.
Completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back to Coon Rapids High School, where you're watching CTN's live presentation of boys high school basketball. We're at the break. Coon Rapids up 29-28 over Andover. I am here with head coach Micah Gork. And coach, you probably were a little upset in the beginning, and you probably were a little upset at the end. You guys did a nice job, I thought, defensively. Too much perimeter, too much inside game from Andover.
Oh yeah, we're getting killed on the boards. We know we got to rebound, plain and simple. You know, that was one of the keys of the game. Number one key for our game, we got to rebound defensively. 50-50 balls, some of those, and we're not getting them. And they're getting an inside position, and they're hammering us on the boards. That's the difference. I mean, I know we're up, but if we don't rebound in the second half, this is going to slip away. No doubt about it.
Nice effort from, I thought, Zach Hussein coming off the bench, scoring 10. Talk about some of your bench players. Talk about some of the effort of your guys.
Yeah, Zach really stepped up a lot. You know, he brings a lot of energy. I mean, it's never a lack of effort with 21, okay? So he's bringing the effort. He's finishing today, just really doing a lot of little things for us. That's big. You know, Logan Severson comes off the bench, sort of unheralded, but he comes in really smart defensively, playing really good angles, caused a couple turnovers within the system, him just coming in. And so it's big. Like, we need that. No doubt about it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. Go back, talk to your guys. We're going to take a break and move back with first half stats and highlights right after this.
Fast-paced family life in need of a slowdown?
Hello, I'm Dr. Spruce. Did you know all those green shapes on maps are parks and forests? It's true. Visit discovertheforest.org and plan to visit a park or forest near you, instead of just wondering what it would have been like.
While the word forest might make you think of distant lands from far, far away, please note parks and forests are closer than you think, which means things like beautiful scenery, fresh air, and family time are also closer than you think.
It appears these hot ashes are about to be dumped, which could possibly start a wildfire. How will Smokey deal with such a hot situation? The garden hose defense. Next, a thorough stir. Then another spray. And finally, feeling if the ashes are cool.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes, the selfie. A ritual practiced so frequently with this tribe, but not so much by Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
145 over 92.
180 over 111. I had a heart attack, a cardiac arrest, and then a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a heart attack or stroke are far from invisible or silent. Get back on your plan, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
Your son wants to get a cat, but you're allergic. Do you A, prepare yourself, B, make the best of it,
C squared equals
25.
Good job.
or C, find a loophole? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
This is my kingdom come. This is my kingdom come.
Hi, I'm Ryan Nagasu, 2010 Olympian and bronze medal winner of the 2014 U.S. Championships. I knew I loved skating at the age of 5, and now it's become my life passion. Find your skating passion at the Coon Rapids Ice Center. Classes are available all year round. It could be the place where your skating dreams come true. See you on ice.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Narnese. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
I see you mobbing over her. Let's go. Let's mob. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, we mobbing. Come on, girl. Let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl. Hey, let's crawl. Hey, yo, let's crawl.
Back at Rodrigue Carlson Fieldhouse, a 1-point game as we reach the half between Cardinals and the Huskies. Huskies, a good start and a great finish. They had the early lead before the Cardinals came storming back. And went on an 18-4 run that consisted the majority of that first half, really. Great reach and steal by Marshall Holland. Great unselfish play down low by all the Cardinals. And they led by as much as 9. And then Andover finishing very strong. Tips the momentum back in their favor going to the locker room, and they cut it back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, talking with Coach O, I think he truly felt that one aspect of this game, rebounding, was not going to go against this Coon Rapids squad. So I know he was not happy. He talked about it with us. He said, if we don't change that in the second half, we're not going to win this ball game. So I know he's going to go back. He went back and talked to his guys. I'm sure he had some very choice words for him on what he wanted to see here in the second half, and we'll see once they take the floor how they implement that.
We'll see if we're able to get a word from Andover coach Matt Awney before we get the second half underway. And that's coming up next on CTN.
I'm a single mother, and I was the main one working, so I never thought that I could go back to school, you know? My sister, my mother, everybody wanted to help me with my kids. I could not have gotten my diploma without my family.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Got a quarter?
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Welcome back to the barn here in Coon Rapids. We're at the break. Andover trailing Coon Rapids by a point. I'm here with the Husky head coach, Matt Aune. Coach, I thought you guys did a really good job finishing at the end, and really nice inside game for you in the first half.
Yeah, it's a fine line, you know, being patient and being aggressive and finding that balance. We are a little bit too maybe patient and we struggle a little bit, but at the end I think we started to be more aggressive and get some shots.
What was your message to the guys?
Exactly that. I mean, we've got to take care of the ball still, but we got to be aggressive and a little more pace on offense. A little more pace on offense. So.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Joe, take it away.
Coon Rapids will start with the ball in the second half. And they'd like to have a little bit better start than they did in the first, as Andover jumped to a 7-2 lead before the Cardinals got going. But, the biggest span in that first half was in the Cardinals' favor, a 10-0 run, part of a 18-4 spurt that put them in control, and fortunately for them, able to hold on at the end. Winston, a little head fake, backs up, three-pointer is good.
And I think that's a big shot, Joe, because it kind of establishes a little bit of that momentum for Coon Rapids right off the bat.
And more importantly, it's a big basket to try and get the Cardinals, one of the Cardinals' leading scorers going. Only 2 points in the first half for number 5. Open look for Mallet. Won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It will be Andover ball. It did go off of Braden Farley.
Yeah, Farley able to he got a piece of it, not able to control it.
Brodeur tracked by Winston, right side for Aune. Smith there defensively. Millette, left side for Brodeur. Got it down low. Heath draws traffic up top. Grebner, Aune pump fake. Drives to the paint, kicks it out. Grebner a little step and then dumps it underneath. Taken away by McGrath. Smith is going to be called for the foul underneath. And Brodeur is going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and that's Smith's third. See it underneath, he gets a piece of it.
Players, we're going to shoot 2.
Matthew Brodeur at the line. Misses the first. Able to salvage 1 of 2. Farley on the right wing. Cross court for Winston. Had his pocket picked by Aune as he headed for the paint. McGrath trying to get back to him. Got loose to Brodeur the other way.
Oh, nice hustle.
Tipped away by Braden Farley. Sprinting back down court.
Yeah, if McGrath had realized on his wing Farley was there. Instead of he tried to force it underneath to Winston. Turning the ball over.
Millette in the corner. Up top, Brodeur. Faces up against Holland. Directing traffic right side. Awney. Pivots and now puts it on the floor against Smith. Up top, Brodeur. Brodeur working his way to the lane. Spinning jumper won't go. Holland can't control the rebound. Brodeur can. His second chance won't go. And the rebound by Winston in the corner.
By the time that second effort didn't hurt.
Brodeur for three. Braden Farley for three. It wouldn't go. The rebound tipped and out of bounds to Andover.
Yeah, and you know, Farley's one of those players that I think Coach O wants to see, you know, be able to hit that shot from the perimeter a little more consistently as well this year. He came into this season as an outside shooter, and he averaged a little over 7 points. I'd like to see that average up in double digits.
Again, a slow start in the scoring for both squads. No more than 2 minutes into the contest, we got a three-pointer on one side, came on the opening possession, and then 1 of 2 from the free throw line for Andover.
Get up the line, Marcel.
Heath left side will drive. His jump shot won't go. McGrath has the rebound and leaves it off for Winston. Pushing it up on the left side. Farley for three. This time it's good.
Yeah, and that's what they want. Nice job by Braden Farley to spot up from outside. Pushes the lead to 6. His first points of the game.
And I think his first 2 shot attempts, maybe.
I think you might be right.
Millette in the corner trying to get past Smith. Smith got in, tied it up. Gets the possession arrow back in the home team's favor, at least.
Get up the line, get up the line. Help side, up the line. Right there, Marcel, get deeper. Go up. Hey.
Backdoor, Brodeur can't get it to go. Tip now controlled by McGrath, and he's able to slow it down for Marshall Holland.
Yeah, good hustle by Elijah to get after that loose basketball.
Holland's been quiet after really kick-starting the Cardinal offense. Spinner against Heath, can't get the roll. Rebound taken by Heath, and he will come and get across midcourt against McGrath. Hands off for Matthew Brodeur, and Brodeur is bumped. McGrath going to get the foul, and that's a third for him.
Officials calling them close here tonight. So now we've got two starters in foul trouble for the Cardinals. Hussein's going to check in. McGrath going out.
Outside, Marcel.
Chastain in some traffic, got it to Millette. Millette has the defense collapse on him, and he threw it back through that traffic, and Hussein did not touch it.
I'm not sure why he was going after it.
I don't
unless
either.
He felt he touched it.
Or coach said, "Don't touch it." Keeping the pressure going, though. And the Cardinals have possession instead underneath the offensive glass. And as coach said, number 21, the problem's never going to be the efforts from number 21.
Correct.
And he's getting him to fall tonight, and just a hustle play there. It's going to end up with a 2-shot foul for Marcel Winston.
Grubner getting the personal. That's his second, team first here in the second half. Winston from the line.
And Winston missed them both. Heath gets the rebound for Andover. Chastain's pass deflected, taken away by Hussein. Winston pull up, long two, shot won't go. Hussein got the rebound, kicks it back to Smith, and now Winston to Smith, pumps and slows. And now Farley driving baseline, kicks it out. Holland for three. Heath came out to defend, and the shot in and out, rebound out of bounds to Andover.
Yeah, Holland pretty good from outside the perimeter as well, and beyond that arc, and that one rimming out.
Substitution for the Huskies, in number 30, Holland Arnold.
Holland hasn't scored since about 7 minutes probably remaining in that first half, when he put the Cardinals up 16-11 at that point. That one just passed away. Great save by Millette. Chastain to Heath in the post. Pumps back to Millette. Millette up top. Chastain steps in, pumps back out. Heath will put it on the floor, lower his shoulder, and they're going to call him for the offense.
That'll be his third. I was a little surprised.
No question he lowered the shoulder.
Oh, yeah, I was a little surprised it took him so long to blow the whistle.
I was too. And those two have been going at each other.
And I think Heath has a little more mass to him.
Yeah, a bit. But you certainly don't like to see that if you're Andover.
No.
Very early in this second half, Farley, a little fake, lost the handle, able to regain and get it across for Hussein.
He was fortunate he didn't turn the ball over there.
And there he does as Heath gets the steal, drives, and scores. Down to a 4-point lead.
Well, Farley tried to force that pass a little bit. Great anticipation by Heath. He's able to get a hand on it, take it to the hoop. He has 8 points, about 5 below his average up till now.
Winston right side for Shai Sayers. Back to Winston on the left. Turning jumper for Holland is well off the mark. And
I wasn't sure.
Face him, attack him.
Seeing if he can't bump Brodeur into the ball a little bit. And a little gamesmanship maybe.
I didn't see if that, I don't know, was that shot by Holland touched at all by Andover?
No.
Okay.
Foul's going to be called on Sayers.
That'll be his third. Team third. As this game continues to unfold, a couple of Cardinals in foul situation here. Logan Severson's going to get an opportunity to check in for Coon Rapids at the next whistle.
Heath for three. This one won't fall. Rebound controlled at first by Hartle, but then stripped away by Winston. The save by Hussein. Or not.
No. Severson in for Sayer.
Brady Garcia got some quality minutes off the bench for Andover in the first half. He returns to the floor. Pass tip taken away. Severson down court. Holland stopped up, had it stripped, trying to recover off the bottom of the backboard, and Andover with the numbers the other way. Leave it off. The three-pointer for Hartle won't go. A rebound away from the ball. It's going to be called against Chastain as he knocks Severson to the court.
That'll be his first, team fourth. Oh, I'm sorry, third. Yeah, third team.
Marcel Winston kicks it out. Holland driving the baseline, tried to get it back to him. Disrupted by Chastain. Brodeur back the other way. Can't get that shot to go. Severson the rebound. And now cross court for Holland. He'll pull up and shoot, and he'll hit it.
Yeah, that's his shot. He can hit from out there, and you got to be. Andover defensively has to get a player out on him a little more and give him some trouble. 7-point lead for the Cardinals.
Well, the Cardinals, all three, just 3 baskets in a little more than 7 minutes of basketball. All have been 3-pointers, and from 3 different guys. Garcia is fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
We'll call Holland.
That'll be his second.
Big free throws for the Huskies. Again, Holland, nobody out there to defend him. He's able to drop it from well beyond the arc.
Garcia knocks twice but can't get in.
Door's not open.
McGrath back onto the floor. He has 3 fouls for the Cardinals. And Garcia missed them both, but Millette with the rebound. Rebner back for Hartle, steps in, bumps twice, and working around to the left side. That was a weird move by Chastain, but a 3-pointer from this corner won't go. Severson another rebound. Down court for Farley. Tried to go backdoor. McGrath able to get it spin, but not able to score. And
a tough angle from down there, and he hit a defender right in his face.
Hartle leaves it back for Chastain, who brings it into the front court. Rebner swarmed and fouled by McGrath. That's going to be number 4. McGrath getting into the passing lane, getting the steal, but then lost the handle. Chastain bounced it off of the chest of Millette. Yeah, not
a little sloppy.
A little bit. 8.5 minutes, only 2 buckets. 3 buckets for the Cardinals and only 1 for the Huskies. 3-pointer from the corner won't go, and they're going to call Garcia for going over the back. Good position by Elijah McGrath underneath.
Yeah, Coach Joe not happy with the rebounding effort from his squad. And he talked about it at the break that they had to do a better job, and you know, Andover doing a better job rebounding the basketball here again in the second half than Coon Rapids. Coon Rapids up by 7.
Farley to the baseline, and that was well short, recovered by Hartle. Timeout Andover.
Coach
Can't take him with you.
No.
May as well
talk about
one of the coaches really should take a timeout at this point. I mean, now you're a little more than midway through the first half. You're Andover. You've only scored 3 points. And for Coon Rapids, yeah, you've outscored your opponent 9-3. 3 3-pointers from 3 different players. That's great. But that's in 9 minutes and 15 seconds of basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you again, they've got a 7-point lead, so you're not going to complain in that aspect. But there are aspects of their game that I know Coach O's not happy with. And
one basket every 3 minutes is probably part of it.
Well, as long as your opponent's not scoring either, so you're okay with that. But it's just the effort underneath the basket, I think, is the biggest thing right now for Coon Rapids. And again, just the important thing is for them to get positioned, do a good job boxing out, and try and get that defensive rebound, limit Andover to 1 shot. And on the offensive end, the same way. If they miss a shot, they have to hustle for that rebound.
Grebner and Chastain up top. He steps between a couple of Cardinals. Pass batted away by Farley, but recovered by Millette. Hartle back to Chastain. He'll get the open look from the top of the key. Shot will hit the back iron. Long rebound to Chastain. He works through. Can't get it to fall. Winston has the rebound, and he'll head up court. Elijah McGrath back to Marcel Winston. Long three. Won't fall, and nobody down low in a red jersey.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that shot by Marcel. What I do have a problem with, you're right, nobody there in red to clean up. They were just watching.
Chastain back for Grebner, back to Chastain. Trying to look underneath, stolen away by Marcel Winston. And he'll set up for the Cardinals. Right side against Chastain. He drives, gets the foul, will go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, again, Marcel trying to use his quickness to get to the rim. Couldn't get the shot to drop, but able to see if he can earn a couple from the stripe. Mason Heath back in for Andover. And he's got those 3 personals.
Well, we saw last week against Anoka as Winston hits 2 of 2. Some of your best work can be done with 4 fouls.
Yeah, we did.
The second half.
That. Yeah, we did see that by Jake Phipps from Anoka. Nice
Another steal by Marcel Winston, and he's fouled as he tries to cut back. It's going to go against Heath. That's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, and he didn't. He's going to have to sit the bench again unless they want to let him just play it out. But again, a quick 4th. He doesn't want to come out. He says, "Let me play with the 4." So now we're going to see how well somebody plays with 4 fouls here. If he can, he's their star.
Winston on the dribble, back for McGrath, right side Severson. Winston into the void, great look underneath. Holland can't get it to fall, rebound.
It's going to stay at Coon Rapids. Yeah, they went off of Andover. Holland didn't have to chase it, but he didn't know for sure.
And well, that's the thing, is didn't know if it touched the ground before he basically saved it and never.
And then a turnover.
Millette up top for Grebner. They'll work it to the corner. Ani for 3. That won't fall. Severson the rebound, and you're not going to argue that one.
No.
Hey, give Peyton Ani credit. He was following his shot.
Yeah, that's going to be his 3rd.
You got to the ball.
Yeah, he got to the ball and to the player.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. So it's a 1-and-1 situation. Cardinals into the bonus with 6.5 left in the second. Logan Severson able to hit his first point of the game. Earn it, shot number 2.
Now, we always talk about how important free throws are, and as this game continues down the stretch, now with Coon Rapids in the bonus situation, they have to convert.
And he's able to spin that one home as well. Cardinals have scored the last 7 points in the contest and have outscored the opponents 13-3 in this second half. A great fast break started by Marcel Winston. Another phenomenal assist for him after his steal.
I think Holland
Holland finishes.
Yeah, Holland got the initial ball on the defensive end to get that turnover.
Severson got into the lane, got the steal. Sayers forces it under. Hussein will score.
Coon Rapids opening up their lead to 15. And Coach Ani going to take another timeout here with 5:54 remaining. The Cardinals expanding that 1-point halftime lead.
Well, they just, after going, 11 and a half minutes and scoring just 11 points through that.
Thread of the needle to Holland on that assist. And then Sayer doing the same. Hussein with the wraparound doing a nice job clearing some space for himself. He has a dozen.
First 11 and a half minutes, they scored 11 points. And in the last 45 seconds, they've scored 6.
That's impressive.
So, and that's kind of how it went in the first half. The start wasn't quite as slow. But, I mean, Andover right now, look at it. You're 11-plus minutes.
And you've got, what,
12
3 points.
A little more than 12 minutes in, and you've got 3 points in the half.
Yeah.
Marshall Holland, 15 points, leads all scorers.
Red's rocking out.
Hussein going to be called for a hold on the inbound play. That's number 6 against the Cardinals, so the Huskies will get free throws from here on out as well.
After the next foul.
Correct.
Hussein, his second.
Grebner to Chastain, into traffic, back to Grebner left side. Pressure comes, Chastain waits, back to Grebner. Grebner steps up, shot blocked away by Howland. Cardinals on the run, long pass, taken away and going hard to the, what? How in the world? Chastain went flying for that, and Holland is going to be called for the foul. But
I don't get that. We'll see the replay. We'll take another look. There you see Holland. Oh, he didn't even touch him. He missed him. He didn't even touch him. I don't understand that foul.
Wow.
That call.
I mean, wow.
Yeah. Hey,
but
officials
great
are human.
effort by Chastain, but he went hard to the ground, and for his effort, he will earn himself a 1-on-1 opportunity. And I guess Marshall Holland will pick up his 3rd foul. Chastain able to hit the first.
Well, that hard fall to the floor didn't hamper his free throw shooting here on that first look.
And Chastain able to hit them both.
Now we're going to see some defensive pressure.
Sayers into the front court. Hussein, one bounce to the glass and home.
Yeah, and that's great. They did a nice job of beating the press. Hussein has 14.
Three-point look for Chastain is good.
And they certainly need that. I mean, they're down still by a dozen.
Sayers pressured. Double team comes. Timeout called by the Cardinal bench.
Smart call. Sayer in a little bit of trouble there, pinned up against the Cardinal bench. A couple of defenders around him. Again, just a nice job at the top of the arc. Drop that 3. Chastain able to score the last 5 points after taking that hard fall to the floor. Think the kids know when they're on camera?
They know what to look for.
Miles sporting a new look with those glasses. I like it.
Shai Sayers into the front court. Marshall Holland left side. Sayers head fake from about an hour away, but what a move to jump between the defenders and score.
Again, just body control was excellent.
Less than 4:30 to play. That pass controlled by Grebner. Back to Chastain. Wants the three again, and he's got it.
He has 8.
He's got the last 8.
Yep.
Winston drives baseline, pulls up off the glass, won't go. Garcia had it, lost it. What a save by Holland as he bounces it off of Chastain and out of bounds. Good heads-up play by Marshall Holland underneath.
Holland realizing it. He's had a tough last couple minutes. Chastain.
Underneath, Severson can't get that shot to go. It was rebounded by Grebner, and he'll get it back now from Chastain.
Right, just not able to control his body on that.
Grebner finally able to kick it across. Hartle back up top for Grebner. Three-pointer for Chastain. This time it's short. Got his own rebound. His drive won't go. A third chance is good. This one for Garcia.
Cardinals, again, you cannot let that happen to you. 3 opportunities on the offensive end. Defensively, you have to do such a better job on the boards. Fortunate for Coon Rapids, their lead is 9, but it was at 15.
A miscommunication, and the Cardinals turn it over. 3 minutes remain. The lead is 9. Pass is tipped. Open look for Heath for 3. Won't go. Sayers tips the rebound. Garcia tracks it down. Sayers with the steal on the run and scores.
That time Grebner trailing him, didn't get any contact. Leads back to 11 for the Cardinals. It's 9 points for Sayer.
In the post, Garcia against Winston. Can't get the roll. Hartle jumps into the body and gets the bucket and the foul. Chance for a three-point play with 2:23 on the clock.
John Jelly Dog Smith back in the lineup for the Cardinals. And nice job by Sayer. Hanging, body control, get the basket, and then look underneath. There's the initial miss.
He started it at the other end, tipping the rebound, then lost control, then able to get the steal and the finish at full speed at the other end as Hartle converts the three-point play.
Lead is 8 for Coon Rapids.
Winston slows down and backs away from Garcia. Left side, Marshall Holland, and now Sean Smith on the floor trying to get around Grebner. He gets the little baseline floater to fall, and the lead back to 10.
Nice job to hang there and get that little one to drop. 4 points for him.
Three-pointer for Millette is short. Rebound out of bounds. And Smith got a hand on it and not able to control, so Andover maintains possession with 1:49 on the clock. Heath got around Sayers, pulls up in front of Holland and scores. And a quick timeout, Andover.
Leads cut to 8, 1:44 remaining. That's 10 points for Heath. A little bit below his average here with not a lot of time left on the clock, but an 8-point lead for the Cardinals, and they own the basketball. A nice move to the bucket by Heath, able to get it to drop.
Just one timeout remaining, though, for Andover. 1:44 to play.
Yeah, Winston not at his average here tonight, but he's done a nice job rebounding and really nice job distributing the basketball.
Winston in for Sean Smith. He'll work up court against Grebner. And Grebner pushes him as he crosses the midcourt stripe, and that'll put Smith at the line to shoot a 1-and-1.
Yeah, important free throws here for Sean Smith.
At the free throw line for the Cardinals, number 24, Sean Smith.
And he hits the first. And Smith able to hit them both.
Back in number 30, Colin.
Lead back to 10 with 1:39 left.
Chastain to Grebner from 21, and he nailed it.
That was from Anoka.
Cross court, Holland had all day and didn't take the shot.
Then he turns it over.
He threw it away.
I'm not sure why he didn't take the shot at that point.
Hey, he wanted to take some time off it, and he's going to get back on defense. Sean Smith will draw the charge against Colin Hartle.
There's a pass cross court.
Of course, it's a little different. It's a little different in slow motion, but look how much room he's got.
Yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, what do you do? Did the game stop? Oh, wait, no, we're still playing. Grebner is going to pick up a foul, his fourth.
Shooting 2 for the Cardinals, number 24, Sean Smith.
Smith will go to the line to shoot 2.
All important free throws. Got to hit them. I mean, especially in a situation like this, you're under a minute remaining. But Andover has heated up from beyond the arc.
And Smith hits them both. 55 seconds, and don't expect the Cardinals to really force your tempo.
No.
They're fine if you want to take some time bringing it up court. Driving baseline, getting the body is Hartle. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. 45 seconds remain.
It's on Holland, that's his fourth.
His fourth at the free throw line for the Huskies. Shooting 2 will be number 30, Colin Hartle.
Rattles around and out for Hartle. Boy, he couldn't have visited any more parts of the rim on that trip to the charity stripe and come away empty. It's not possible. Between the two misses, it saw every part of the cylinder except the inside.
And the Huskies, have forced to foul on that situation.
And they need some Cardinal misses. And so far, the home team is leaving them disappointed. Marshall Holland hits them both. It's an 11-point lead. Three-pointer is off the mark for Hartle. The rebound by Hussein. Hussein dribbles through traffic, takes the foul by Hartle. Will go to the line and shoot 2.
Foul on the Huskies, number 30, Colin Hartle. His third. At the free throw line, number 21, Zach Hussein.
And Zach Hussein coming off the bench with 14 right now. He's had a nice effort here tonight for the Coon Rapids as well.
He's done a lot defensively as well, and he's been one of their leaders in rebounds, but that is, I think, still, even with the win, something that Coach...
Lane violation.
Coach O would like to see a little bit better out of his squad is the rebounding. .20 seconds remain. Grebner for Heath. And that's going to be a charge, and he's going to be done, and he knew it.
Yeah, so 13.5 seconds. Cardinals are going to even up their record at 6-6. Andover's going to drop to 7-6. A nice home victory for Coon Rapids. They're going to let this one tick down, and Cardinals will win at 60-49.
They needed this win.
They did.
An Andover team that's down a little bit, missing their top player, but they will celebrate and hope to move on. They got Centennial coming up on Friday. Let's take a break, get some reaction after this. You're watching live high school boys basketball on CTN.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good start. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back to Coon Rapids High School, where you're watching CTN's live presentation of boys high school basketball. 60-49 win for Coon Rapids. I'm here with one of the stars of the game, Marshall Holland, and of course, Coach O. Marshall, I'm going to talk to you first. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
17 points, and not only that, I thought you did a great job defensively. Talk about, you had that lead in the first. It was whittled down to one. Talk about what Coach talked to you guys about during the break.
We just have to work hard, and that's what we did to bring it home.
Talk a little bit about one of your teammates, Zach Hussein. I thought he did a great job, 14 points off the bench. Talk about what he did here tonight for your squad.
He's a hustle player. He'll get the boards, he'll run, and he'll get the buckets, so he helped us out a lot.
Thanks, Marshall. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Coach O, whatever you said to the guys at the break seemed to do it. They increased that lead, did a nice job. Couple of lapses, but they were able to increase it.
Yeah, it was a nice, I mean, we came out here, we did a good job. I still don't think we did a good enough job on the boards. But, you know, defense is our calling card. I like the way we played defense today for the most part. And, you know, we were able to convert more in the second half. Again, these guys work hard. These guys work together, move the ball well. You know, a lot of these easy buckets are just guys busting their tail and getting in the right area, or guys moving the ball and finding the open man. And that was big for us. It was a big section win, and we'll take it.
You talked at the break about, you know, players off the bench. Logan Severson did a nice job in that second half. On rebounding, did a really nice job for you.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, we need guys. I mean, you know, got to be stars in our role. You know, roles are definitely forming this time of the year as an identity of a team. We know who we are, and now we got to get better at that. And that's got to be us individually and collectively. And guys stepped up big time. Zach brought a lot of energy, and then of course he scored some points with it, which is always nice. And Logan is just a smart kid on the court. He's in the right spot, knows how to make plays, and he did that and just gave us huge minutes tonight.
Your kids held their composure in that second half, and they really controlled what they wanted to do. Didn't let that lead get away from them.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, we've been in a lot of close games the last couple of years, you know, and you know, even though some of these young bucks were watching the guys last year that were seniors, you know, they understand how to handle those situations. We've been in some close ones this season, you know. I mean, already Spring Lake Park was our last game. We lost by 1, Forest Lake early in the year. So we've been in close games, and it's just all those give us thickness, you know. They thicken our shell up, and they're growing, no doubt about it.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck at Centennial. We're going to take a quick break and be back to wrap things up right after this.
What to expect when you're expecting.
Like here.
A teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to team-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Did you know parking over tall, dry grass can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
So we were walking to school.
I started thinking about lunch. Mom packed me turkey and cheese.
She's
I really
smart.
want cheese pizza.
Sometimes her mind wanders.
We should have a sleepover.
I remember saying, Laura?
I think I heard Mom say something.
The sign says don't walk.
Sometimes it's so overwhelming.
I really hope she doesn't have
I really
another
hope I
bad
don't
day
have another bad day at school today.
When you can see learning and attention issues from their side, you can be on their side. Go to understood.org, a free online resource with support and tools to help your child thrive.
Back at Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, a 60-49 victory for Coon Rapids. And, you know, they had the big run midway through that first half, got a nice lead. And then in the second half, they came out of the locker room only up by 1, but did a nice job of controlling the pace, especially, again, through that middle part of that second period.
Yeah, able to get that 11-point win, and I think, you know, Coach O was pretty pleased for the most part, not happy with the rebounding effort, and I understand that because I think, you know, all in all, Andover out-rebounded Coon Rapids, even though that the Cardinals got that 11-point win. But you got to be happy coming off that 1-point loss to Spring Lake Park, able to come back on your home floor and get a win.
Well, in a huge game defensively for this squad as well. A number of guys contributing and the defense leading to offense. They started from the perimeter in the second half. It was a slow start. Their first 3 baskets, though, all from behind the arc. Great pass from Shai Sayers to get Zach Hussein underneath. You talked with Marshall Holland a little bit about him. 14 points on the night for him. Sayers came off the bench and finished, I believe, with 9. So a number of Cardinals contributing and a big win. And again, you know, just a couple of weeks left before they get to tournament.
Yeah, and these wins are important. Coach talked about section win for them, and these are big W's for this squad. And they're, you know, they're going to go back on the road here coming up at Centennial, and a team that's beatable, and certainly one that the Cardinals, if they play well, can get that win on the road.
Well, and you know, Andover just hoping to get Knopfler back as soon as possible and get him back to 100%. They started out 4-1 with him in the lineup, averaging 18.8 points per game through those first 5 games, but he's been gone now for since late December, hoping to get him back. And if these two teams see one another again in the playoffs, things may be a little bit different.
It may be, and that's nice to get this win now, but you're right. He's going to try to, torn labrum, going to try and come back a week from Friday. Doctor said you can't do any more damage to it, so he wants to play his senior year and finish this year out if he possibly can.
Well, big win for the Cardinals. Hope to have more big wins in the future here on CTN. We've got the swimming and diving team battling poolmate Blaine on Thursday. Live coverage starts at 6. Next week, Tuesday, girls basketball at Osseo. And then on Saturday, the 27th, we'll have a matinee. Boys hockey against Armstrong Cooper. That's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Fieldhouse, it's Coon Rapids 60, Andover 49. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us, continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.